This episode of The Casual is brought to you in part by Squarespace. For all your website needs, Squarespace delivers it in an all-around package to help you build a beautiful, integrated online presence.
It's easy to see the influence skate has had on fashion, clearly. It's also easy to see why skaters effing hate that it has, or at least the pure skaters, for even they can't deny that their style, ethos, and approach to life, it's appealing. People like it. It reached as far as celebrity status. Today, we're gonna explain the culture that became a phenomenon, that became a bona fide fashion statement. I'm your boy, Reggie Casual. This is WTH, and this is Skate Style. Hit that intro. To understand skate, you gotta understand culture, and we gotta go back to the 70s to wrap it all up. Seems like everything dope happened in the 70s, and it just makes sense though. The 70s brought about a lot of introspection in America, and many used activity, things that they do, and their interests to showcase their brand of activism. And such was the same with skate. Again, we're looking at the so-called outcasts of society when we're looking at skate, the dregs, if you will, who mostly came from California at the time. This moment coincidentally came at the same time as the emergence and popularity of punk music. And skate would attach itself early to punk and then grunge, creating the genre of style we know today. And the music influence cannot be understated. I mean, as music became more inclusive, so did interest. And as time passed, more commercial-friendly music like that from Offspring or Blink-182 became the norm and defined a further growing generation of not just skaters, but skate enthusiasts, much to the chagrin of the originators of the skate style. Skate in and of itself was moving past its underground origins, so to speak. Again, it's important to point out the connection between music and the culture, for it's the music and the culture that often define the style. And the early styles of skate showcase a transition that is simply astounding if you take a hard look at it. Early on, skate attire was primarily functional. Tight shorts, tube socks, tees, and canvas kicks, and some people still wear that today. Vans, the shoe company, became one of the earliest supporters of skate styles and even worked with skaters to produce their shoes, most notably the famed Stacy Peralta. And coincidentally, Stacy is a great example for showcasing that early functional skate style that is still holding up today. As time progressed, skate became more attached to the culture itself, namely alternative rock music, what we know as grunge. This changed certain aspects of the style completely, and as skate became more popular, companies would begin to create the standard skate aesthetic, based completely on the lifestyle skaters had outside of just being skaters. And this style will become known as skatewear. This is a very hard thing to say. Brands like Stussy, which was originally based on surf, was adopted by skate, and by using the inspiration from band tees, the graphic tee was made into the integral piece that defines skate wear. Brands like Thrasher, Volcom DC, and eventually Supreme followed suit, all embracing skate culture, all using the anti-establishment, non-conformity message to speak to a generation of 90s kids that all lived with the same ethos, it seems, to have fun, be free, and to do what you want to do, the rebellious youth. Now, these early adopters would become incredibly protective of the lifestyle, with the very common, "do you even skate?" question being hurled around to anybody who they believed was pilfering skate culture, and they weren't about it. They were just using it to be trendy or cool. Even brand owners themselves would lash out at known individuals in celebrity society who use skate as a trendy look. Said one editor of a famous skate brand, I don't like to put people's names out there like that, but he said, "We don't send boxes to Justin Bieber or Rihanna or those fucking clowns. The pavement is where the real shit is." Adding, there's a lot of cultural heritage surrounding skateboarding with those old graphics. If skating has given you some respite from a shitty life, then there's a lot of emotional connection to that stuff that can be taken for granted or overlooked by people who don't skate. Touché. But what those individuals involved in skate didn't realize early is that it was exactly their dedication and intense cultural identity to skate that attracted people to skate style. It's important to note that most individuals in the world struggle with finding their identity or attaching themselves to something because they aren't active in any one particular lifestyle and ostensibly live normal lives. Skate was unique. You had to work at it. It was different and it was defined and it was seen as cool only because it had all those attributes. Skate style would soon become the benchmark for an entire generation. First came the oversized pants, then the oversized distressed denim, and then work pants and of course shorts, all that crazy stuff. Any of those mixed with graphic tees, of course, was a go. And as skate headed east, warmer pieces like graphic hoodies, crews, and coach jackets became popularized. The beanie saw a reemergence with skate, and finally accessories like the 6-panel cap became further normalized and frankly, immortalized. By this time though, mid-90s to the 2000s, skate style was all-encompassing and global, still flirting with its slightly oversized past, but now bigger as far as everybody knowing about it than ever, with hundreds of brands vying for space. It was by the end of the 90s and well into the 2000s that skate became an essential pillar in what we now know today as streetwear. That's right, streetwear comes from skate. That's just the truth. That all-encompassing term to mean style born from the street, while mostly skate influenced. Elements of hip hop, surf, grunge, workwear, and even parts of luxury make up the entirety of the style, but you get the point. And the graphic tee, we know what happened. It became so popular that it would be strange to think of a world without them. Even luxury brands are doing them now, all due to the influence of skate. And while purists still cringe, which is just an awful word, they cringe at the state of skate-inspired fashion, there's no denying its cultural impact. From the US to Europe to Africa to Asia, skate and the styles birthed from it are major. Brands like Supreme and Palace are a given, but let's not forget DGK, Santa Cruz, Element, Primitive, Fresh Job, which doesn't use logos anymore, Thrasher, and countless others that have become the godfathers of the current fashion movement when it comes to skate. They made it possible for what we see today. And the power of skate style was its ability to make something normal into something noticeable and identifiable. Essentially, it's just regular clothes worn the skate way. And to true skaters, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit because it's just what they do. The brands are just the come up. That's it. To sum it all up, Brendan Babenzian, who's also a skater, former creative director of Supreme, and current brand owner of Noah, says you don't want to leave good things behind. You just have to reinvent how people think about them. And that's all skate really did. So doing the style is all about making it whatever the hell it is that you think skate is. Just the skate way. Even though there's like a skate style, there is a distinct style for skate. And it's actually kind of funny reading articles about what kind of pants and tees to wear to pull it off, but I'll leave all of the semantics up for you guys in the comments. But before we wrap this all up, let's go ahead and get in a word from our sponsor, Squarespace.
In the fashion industry, the competition is fierce and your presentation has to look solid from jump. That's where Squarespace comes in. Beautifully designed templates, easy to use web building tools, and social integration make Squarespace the perfect choice for the budding entrepreneur or even the savvy professional. Plus, by using our link, squarespace.com/thecasual, you could save 10% when you start. So get that business off the ground the right way and use Squarespace today.
So thanks for that. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Follow on Instagram for the latest out of Japan and beyond. And if you want more content, like Overtime, where we discuss the business aspects of this, become a member right here on YouTube or Patreon. But most importantly, all you gotta do is keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion and culture from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I'll see you guys in a minute on Overtime, if you're a member. Because I'm gonna break it down for you like this. Every idea that you can think of has probably been done. So what you have to do is just do it better.